it's strange to think that there are still people out there, and it's a growing number of people who come from that 60, 70% or so of GDP that is a complete scam, and they come from that side and they believe the propaganda, they believe the bullshit, they believe that, like, oh yes, it's the robots are going to take everything over. And I don't know how many different ways I can explain this, but that's a violation of the laws of physics. I don't know that, I guess maybe if you could get a robot to build a robot that was actually slightly better than the robot that built it was built, maybe, but that's not really how that works. And of course, the amount of energy that it would take to do something like that would by definition make it not really profitable. So I don't know where you guys are getting this stuff from. Other than you're just believing all this bullshit from Wall Street and the 30 under 30 people that that always make their way into jail, it seems like, for running scams on people. So yeah. Anyway, the tractor place, for example, that's local to me, got bought out by some monolithic mega corporation, I guess, and everybody there who knows what they're doing is probably going to leave. This is just getting. I think it's because I really think it's because a lot of young people out there don't understand. They've seen just too much sci-fi TV shows or too many movies, and that's just not how any of this stuff in the real world works. You have to have people do this stuff, and no, the robots. Okay, let's assume for a second you could get a robot to do some of this stuff. Okay, fine. A robot, by the way, is just billionaire speak for cheap labor from some other country. That's usually what that means. But let's assume for a second that you could pull something like this off. Here's the question then, is okay, so you're assuming that the quality of everything that you're seeing right now in the world that is fading quickly, you're making the assumption that somehow the quality of the robots are going to be better than all of the crap you're seeing right now. Good luck with that. You're already watching quality everything become disposable. Why would you think that the robots would be anything other than just disposable garbage like everything else? So the idea, it's different if you're automating something on the internet or something like that. If you're just coding some kind of automation, I put it in the card and it automatically builds my credit card. That's not the same thing as somebody actually building the product that people need or maintaining the product. Remember, you can have whatever civilization you want if you're willing to maintain it. Many of you clearly are not willing to maintain it, which is why you're watching everything fall apart. This is just entropy. This is to be expected, right? If you're not going to maintain what you built, well, then it's just going to fade. I don't know what else to tell all the young people that still think, and even people who are middle-aged who still think that this is going to happen because America's favorite billionaire keeps peddling that shit. And nobody will tell them any different because, of course, they, just like they wouldn't tell John Kellogg any different. Look up, I can't even discuss on TikTok the stuff that John Kellogg did because my account will get nuked. And thousands of people followed his bullshit, right? It's worse than Jonestown, and Jonestown was pretty bad, but it was worse than that. So, yeah, you guys believe whatever you want to believe, but hard science says otherwise.